All right, let's get this show started.
In today's news, Renato MOICANO promises to knock Justin Gaethje out if they fight. The chatter within the MMA community for a potential clash between MOICANO and Gaethje has been growing. Even Chael Sonnen shared his belief that MOICANO vs Gaethje is a no-brainer. Now, during an interview with MMAfighting.com, MOICANO said he has what it takes to put Gaethje away if they were to ever share the octagon, saying, "I would fight anybody above me in the rankings, Justin Gaethje, anybody. I don't care. I want to keep fighting because I'm 35. It's time to go. I need one more win and then a title shot. I can't wait to fight Justin Gaethje in March 100%. I see no problems. I would beat Justin Gaethje. I don't care. He could be the baddest guy on the planet. I'm not losing. And if they send me the contract, I will knock him the fuck out. I'm telling you, ground and pound, stand up. I don't care. I cannot afford to lose." Max Holloway and Israel Topuria get into a heated exchange during an interview. UFC 308 is right around the corner, and the headliners, Topuria and Holloway, are itching to step into the cage and settle matters for the featherweight title. Now, in an interview with ESPN MMA, Ilya criticized Holloway's knockout win over Gaethje and challenged him to a Gaethje-like exchange at UFC 308.
It was not something very impressive, to be honest, because you can impress everyone, but you know the technique behind that knockout, and it was zero. Just an exchange and a bar.
I mean, your face said otherwise, so it is what it is, brother.
I challenge you to have that exchange, but in the first 10 seconds of the fight, and you will see what's going to happen. When you face a fighter like me inside the octagon, who brings that technique and that power, you can't do that. I'm going to take you head off.
We're going to find out October 26th, right?
Find out in the first 10 seconds.
We're going to find out. First 10 seconds. You love that. You get tired every time. Relax.
I get tired. I get tired of knocking people out.
2 weeks. We got 2 more weeks.
I get tired of knocking people out.
Calm down.
I get tired.
Calm down.
Calm down. No, calm down. You calm down. You calm down. You calm down.
I am calm.
So stay calm down. Stay like that. Stay calm.
Jake Paul claims that he would 1000% defeat Alex Pereira in a boxing match. During a recent live stream with Aiden Ross, Paul stated that after watching Pereira's UFC 307 fight against Khalil Rountree, he's now very confident that he'd be able to beat him in a boxing match.
But bro, like Alex Pereira's a monster. You don't really think that you'd beat him in a boxing match, right?
1000% I would beat him. Roundtree actually kind of exposed that he doesn't have a high volume output. He doesn't like body shots. And in MMA, Pereira would rip my head off.
Yeah.
But boxing is a completely different sport, and the pace of it and the style of it
but you
is
know,
completely different.
He did kickboxing too, though. You don't think?
Yeah, but he has holes, right? I mean, Roundtree rocked him, hurt him a couple of times to the body, but didn't follow up on it. So if anything, this fight showed me, yes, Alex Pereira is great, but I know I would beat him in a boxing match, and I still would love to make that happen. And pressure's on him, you know, if he can find his way out of the UFC contract like Nate Diaz did, and then eventually him and I can talk.
Jamahal Hill responds to the reaction of his viral Yawn. In a recent video posted to his YouTube channel, Hill said he wasn't impressed with Alex Pereira's UFC 307 performance, which is why he was yawning after the fight. Jamahal also stated that he wouldn't mind if Alex lost his next fight, and that he would still prefer to fight Pereira over competing for the title.
Main event. That's hilarious. Y'all see a clip with no context and y'all just be ready to talk shit and just attack and come disrespectful as ever. The yawn at the end was it entertaining? Yes. Was I impressed? No. I'm not impressed. To be honest with you, I'm glad Alex won because I want him to be as big of a giant in your minds as possible the next time I face him. At this point, I don't care if he can go on Magomed next if he fights him, and he could lose. He could lose. That's the fight that I want. All right? I don't want the belt. I want that fight. That's the fight that I want.
Fan asks Israel Adesanya to kick him in the leg. Influencer Jensen Dean, the same guy that John Jones sent to the hospital, recently convinced Israel Adesanya to kick him in the leg. Check this.
See ya. Again. Harder. Be nice. That's it. Yeah, no. No, it's fine, bro. It's fine. I feel like a bully.
Wanderlei Silva reveals he's experiencing CTE symptoms. Silva fought for the UFC 11 times, but his most notable success came during his reign within Pride FC. Over the course of his professional MMA career, he fought a total of 51 bouts, suffering 7 knockouts. Amid several fighters suing the UFC, Wanderlei Silva is among them, claiming he needs the money due to experiencing symptoms of CTE. In his latest declaration in the Lei vs. Zuffa lawsuit, Wanderlei said, "While fighting for the UFC, I suffered many significant injuries, including concussions. I fear that during my career I have suffered traumatic brain injury and am noticing symptoms common with TBI and CTE, including depression, mood swings, and irritability. To date, no treatment for CTE has been found. I suffer from sleep apnea and have difficulty sleeping and breathing. That I can recall, I have had 4 surgeries on my nose, 1 on my face, 2 on my left knee, 1 on my right knee, and 1 on my elbow." Former interim UFC heavyweight champion Shane Carwin is also experiencing similar CTE symptoms, writing, "Cognitive tests conducted at the Cleveland Clinic Lou Ruvo Center for Brain Health and Concussion Legacy Foundation at Boston University, among others, are indicating I have suffered damage to the prefrontal cortex and left hemisphere. I spent days in bed suffering from bouts of paranoia, fear, and anxiety. I have been hospitalized twice to treat addiction and have been part of other medical studies studying TBI. To date, no treatment for CTE has been found." Gilbert Burns gets into a slap fight with Michael Johnson. Check this clip posted by Dorino. Raquel Pennington speaks out for the first time about her controversial loss at UFC 307. This past Saturday in Salt Lake City, Pennington lost the UFC Women's Bantamweight title via split decision in the co-main event. The decision was a controversial one, with a lot of people feeling like Pennington had done enough to retain the belt in her first defense. With this decision, Pennington saw her 6-fight winning streak snapped. On Wednesday, in an interview with MMA Today, Raquel shared her frustration with the loss, calling for a rematch.
It's crazy to me because the entire world, all the media outlets, everybody saw it. And I feel like when they announced it, Juliana's face showed it, that she was just as freaking surprised. Joe Rogan looked at me and shook his head. Dana looked at me and shook his head. Hunter looked at me and was shaking his head no. DC, Anik, literally everybody. And what's devastating is you have the 3 judges who have the best seat in the house, who are supposed to be paying attention to everything. And, just by one person making that decision, they take so much away from us athletes. There may be a fight that is clear as day, like mine, and Jose Aldo's that night. And it's just by making that dumbass decision or making that call for whatever reason, you have fighters who lose half their purse. You have me who, you guys announced, I should still be the world champion. And it's devastating, to say the least. And so my heart is broken, but my head is high. I do not feel like I lost that fight. And so, I'm on a mission, and I got to let my hands heal, and I want the rematch.
Johnny Walker gets dropped hard by a welterweight. The UFC light heavyweight is currently going viral for getting knocked out in headgear by a 168-pound 19-year-old named Zach Chelly while wearing 16-ounce sparring gloves.
Beautiful jab, صحيح. Oh, صحيح, bravo, dude. صحيح, yes, الله أكبر. الله أكبر.
It's time for today's top memes. Third place was posted by Fedora Man. Second place meme was posted by Robert. And the top pick was posted by Lenny Koopster. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to stay in the talk.